show me off, right? So I'm not saying, show all the whole. I mean, you see people with social media now, you're seeing people traveling to Dubai, they are going on vacations, and then because your man is not capable at that stage, you now feel like you have to compare him. No, I'm not saying that. But mental health is important. Look, know the reason why you're committed to a relationship, right? Even if the social media is there, I can't even believe that I'm sort of, playing into some of the things that you said. But you would also agree with me. You would also agree with me that, look, with social media, we sort of now know what it is like in a relationship, and knowing the fact that, I mean, I'm not the only one going through this. There are other people going through it, and it's okay. What can we do? We find a way to, make the relationship work. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Bedroom Diaries o'clock, and you already know how we do it with all of the sauce, all of the juiciness. We love on Bedroom Diaries. And of course, Daniela here, beautiful as always, with the vibe, all of that. But today, guys, I am not alone on Bedroom Diaries. I have the very beautiful, guys, when they say black beauty, it is black beauty. The very beautiful Tandy on Bedroom Diaries with us. Yes.
Without the vibe, because Daniela already took them all. So yeah.
I can't.
Yes, that's what you did.
Oh,
leave it.
Oh.
That's what you did.
Anyway, guys,
So, yeah.
your name is beautiful. Please, I am dying to know the meaning.
You're dying. So if I don't tell you, you will die.
I'll die, literally.
Okay. It means the loved one. It's South African.
Okay.
But I don't have a single South African blood in me.
So why did you decide to choose that name?
Because of the meaning. The meaning, beloved one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, it sounds like I don't want to be blasphemous, but it's almost like a Jesus kind of thing. You are the one.
Oh,
so the
yeah.
loved one. So yeah, when I saw that name with the meaning, I'm like, nah, this is for me.
You see why we love on Bedroom Diaries. The love is everywhere. It is everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I mean, you're welcome on Bedroom Diaries.
Thank you.
Before we get into today's topic, right? I had a very beautiful experience on Sunday.
Okay.
I went to church, guys, and I came out. First of all, rain started falling. I'm like, God, yes. I need to get to work.
The rain these days, man, unpredictable.
It's just random.
Yeah.
But then, this is the beautiful moment. I came out and I saw people were just gathered everywhere. I mean, service has closed, you greet friends, all of that. But people were just gathered. I'm like, what's happening?
There was no fight, right?
No, it's church. You can't fight the church.
What are you talking about?
I have never experienced
it. Once you see Nigerians gathered, there's something going on. So yeah, something has to interest them in that place.
But this honestly it was really, really interesting. Okay. So there's this guy, he went down on his knees and then he's popping the question, please marry me. Guys, I was there shouting, oh my God, congratulations. Like I was just screaming. It was so beautiful. Yes.
Okay, so that's a beautiful thing.
It's romantic. Guys, you agree with me?
Actually like falling from the sky when he was proposing and all of that. Oh, will you marry me? And then she's looking into the sky. Oh my God, flowers. But no, rain.
Oh my God,
rain.
It was a beautiful scene. Look, I literally have seen people on social media like, oh, I have this fantasy. Like, I want to be kissed. I want to be cuddled under the rain. I don't know, it's romantic.
Those ones, they do not know what's going on with them, because by the time you come out of it, you're gonna be cold. You're gonna have a cold.
I mean, just for that moment.
What are you talking about? Okay, did you join them to celebrate?
Yes.
Under the rain.
Under the rain, literally.
No, I have to start looking at you.
No, it was.
No, you see rain and you enter because what? Someone just proposed.
I mean, it was so beautiful. Like you could see people with their camera, like under the rain, they were taking pictures. It was really cool.
Why didn't he propose in the church? If it's that he wanted to do something public and in the...
No, you cannot just interrupt church service now.
No, when it's over, you said it was already over.
The next service was about to start. Yeah.
So if it didn't start raining, would it have been romantic?
Well, still, it would have been romantic.
You did not know.
Because it was public. And that's where I'm going to, guys. Would you prefer a public proposal, or you're like, no, just propose to me indoor? That's not me. Anyways, put it in the comment section. We want to know your thoughts on that. And then it brings us to today's topic, the effect of social media on relationship.
Based on how he was being public about his own thing.
You cannot deny the fact that social media is doing a lot of good. Despite the fact that some people will say it's bad. But social media? Tell me, what do you think? When you hear social media with relationship, like what comes to your mind first?
Okay, so it's on social media that you see couples breaking up, and then you get the whole of at least Lagos commenting and saying, this happened. Oh my God, they look like they were so in love and all of that going on. If it wasn't on social media that you people are doing this love of a thing, you wouldn't have seen that. So yes, you do not need that.
Well, anyways, with love on social media, excuse me, if you're in my DM, you are seeing Daniela on Bedroom Diaries, and you probably love my vibe, of course, and you want to come and meet me, please be ready for PDA because, excuse me.
You see that PDA stuff is not different from posting online. When you put stuff out, there is like, oh yes, I want you to see all of you to see. If you're at the restaurant or you're at the mall or somewhere, and then maybe you're holding your man or your girl and you're doing all of that, probability of those people remembering that it was you guys will be close to zero. But on social media, everybody is seeing it. Well, if a lot of people look at your content anyway, a lot of people will see it and you cannot hide it. So if anything goes left, it's still there like, this really happened, oh my God.
But as much as people are hungry to see the bad side of a relationship, all of that, please post me. People need to see us.
Show me off.
Show me off. Please show me off. But then this brings me to my first point on the fact that I feel like social media plays a positive role on relationship. With social media now, I feel like a lot of persons have like a broad perspective on what relationship looks like right now. I mean, yes, you're in a relationship. Of course, nobody needs to tell you how to build your relationship. But with social media, we've seen how there's room for growth. I'm going to go a dip further into this.
Okay.
For example, you see the way Barack Obama treats Michelle online. Look, Barack does
please,
not.
Can we leave them alone? They already look too cute, please.
I mean, yes, the fact that they look too cute and the fact that Barack does not waste time, he would show Michelle off. Like there's this video I saw of them recently. There was a portrait of Michelle, and he was like, he was praising her. In fact, he was saying all the sweet things. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, my man, can you please do this for me? I'm not saying this is me not calling out people who are, you don't have to publicly show, I'm not saying publicly show how you treat, but with that kind of treatment, people now see that it's okay to appreciate your partner. So people learn that as well. You can't tell me everybody know how to appreciate their partner. Nigerian men. No, some Nigerian men, they don't know how to appreciate their women.
To be punished based on that. So yeah,
she agrees with me.
I don't agree with you fully.
Okay.
Because you don't have to put it on social media. Yes, that's where I'm going. You don't have to put it on social media. See, we could be in the bedroom and you express appreciation towards me. See, I have an account. Send money. Nobody needs to know that. You don't need to put it on display that, oh yes, this is what I'm doing for my babe. This is how I make noise about my babe and all of that. You can do, this is Bedroom Diaries. Anything.
Oh my God.
You can pretty much do all the forms of appreciation you want to. Maybe not all the forms, but at least the words that you're typing out and putting there on social media, you can do it face to face. And who's to say that, the people that are doing, you are my rock and you are my this and you are my that on social media, they are doing it face to face. You don't know that. You just see, okay, this looks glam on the outside and yes, this is what I should be doing. Meanwhile, your partner might not even be the one that will buy into the idea that, okay, yeah, put me out there, make noise about me out there, and this is what's going to make me happy. If you do that and you're not doing 100% of that physically, then what's that about? It then becomes something like show business, something that you're trying to show people and show that, okay, yes, this is what I'm doing. What are you doing for your babe? What are you doing for your guy? And things like that. So, yeah.
Okay, so you know where I'm coming from right now is the fact that with all these people, showcasing their relationship on social media, you and I will agree that there are things that happen in our relationships that most of the time we'll look at it and say, is this normal? Is this supposed to be happening? But then when we see it on social media and then people are making awareness about it, you're not like, okay, so it's actually really good to treat my partner this way. Look, it's not everybody that will take up a book and read. it's not everybody that can say, and you know how it is. They say, don't share your relationship with anybody, no third party, all of that, you know? So it's not everybody that can really come out and say this is what is happening in their relationship. But the fact that some relationships are shown on social media, like they appear on social media, it sort of just helps us to now see, okay, this is what is happening in my relationship and I can wait. I'm not saying whatever is happening in this relationship, take it and put it in your relationship. But there's something you're learning, there's something you're gaining from it.
Learning things like what?
So
How you're supposed to treat your partner.
I mean,
Really?
yes.
Okay, before you mentioned something about when you see someone is not being treated right, or when you see something that is wrong, or you see scenarios and then you get things like that from them. First of all, the theme of this thing is love. If you do not love your partner, I promise you, there are things that you do you will not take note of. But if that love is there, look, how you then treat someone that you love with ill behavior? No, you won't. It's not something that will just happen. If at all you do and then it's checked, everything goes fine. It's not something that can keep happening, because what creates the whole toxic relationship kind of thing is reoccurring things. I think the only thing that social media might have helped is maybe picking up on red flags quickly. Because you see on TikTok, different... Oh, TikTok is a jungle, honestly.
I know, right? I'm scrolling through TikTok, I'm
jungle.
seeing like a lot of things, and I'm like, what's happening?
But then you then see people, okay, I think there's this psychologist that I follow, right? She just comes and she does makeup as well. I think so that's the catch, because not many people will sit down and start looking at, oh, you're talking about psychology. Not everybody cares. But makeup is a thing that people are into. So while she's doing that, she's then saying, oh, she does a lot of female perspective kind of thing. So if your partner is doing this, this is how you check it. This is how you avoid stuff like this. This is a red flag that you should run away from, that will never change, and stuff like that. There are a bunch of things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can say that way it helps to some extent, but then that is a professional advising people, okay, this is how to go. Not a couple online, man and woman, okay, let's come to the social media. Let's display how people will see our... Let's show our love so that, people will see it and be jealous and things like that. Well, once in a while we can get jealous. Let's not dispute it, because some of those things will enter my eye.
You see?
Sometimes... And in that case, it doesn't do any good for me, because I'm not looking at maybe my guy or my guy to be or something like that. If you don't treat me like this, so we cannot accept you, that kind of thing. So yeah, it then puts up some form of standard that is, to some extent, I would say is unnecessary.
Okay. You know, when you talked about the psychologist, right? When she's sitting down doing her makeup and then she's giving, all of the advice, it brought me to a couple that I follow on social media, on TikTok and Instagram. And then you see them, they're shooting content, like you see them hugging each other. And then they have all this write-ups saying, okay, these are some of the things that we do when we want to be sane, even after having 3 kids or after an argument, we try to do all of that. So with that kind of content, yes, I might not be in a relationship, but I already have an idea or a perspective of how a relationship, a healthy space, or how you can create a healthy space in your relationship. So if that kind of content wasn't on social media, I mean, if I get to have a quarrel in my relationship, yes, common sense, I will try to figure out what to do. But with social media, seeing that kind of content, I already know that, okay, if something like this happens, then this is a possible solution.
Yeah, first of all, there's no such thing as one size fits all. So what probably worked for them might not be the one that will work for you. But what I want to say is, what they're doing is that they're giving advice. They're not coming here to say, okay, so we just went to the beach now and it was so beautiful. I was carrying her like this and Kinekon like that, and this was the meal we had, and I paid this so amount of money and all of that. All those frivolities, they don't come and say all of that. They are coming from the perspective of, oh, we are just regular people. We can give you advice based on what we've been through in our relationship, and that's all. They don't come with the whole razzmatazz of getting people's attentions and the dancing and the all of that. No. So you see, their own way of doing things, and I would actually implore people to do more, but I don't even see the necessity of it, because how many people want to start coming out to say, oh, this is what worked when we're having this issue? Because it then becomes, to some extent, personal. You don't want to start saying, okay, if that's the case, right? How many couples will now start coming to do, okay, this one is working for them. Maybe they're even getting some form of attention. They're getting followers and all of that. Yeah. Then people now adapt the whole idea. Okay, this is what, come on. It then loses some form of its value. Let them do their thing, their own perspective of it. The people that are doing, okay, I appreciate you, I love you, and all of that. That is all. How many times do you see, like you mentioned before, Barack Obama? How many times do you see him coming to say, okay, we're, say, in one hotel and we're just chilling, drinking some wine and all of that? No, it's just once in a while he'll come, oh, I adore my wife and all of that, which there is nothing wrong in. But the moment you're now saying, okay, whatever is going on with my relationship, yeah, I don't dispute, okay, posting your spouse and all of that, and okay, you went out together, you're looking good, you posted, bam, finish. Not that you're having dinner somewhere, you're posting it, oh, me and my boo in Kinikon. Then you're posting it, oh, I just had an argument with my boyfriend, and you're putting it out there. Nah, none of that makes sense. Those are details that people do not need. Okay, you guys take a nice picture, post it, leave it, go. I mean, half of the people on the internet do not really care about the problems you're going through. Yeah, go through it, it's fine. We would watch you, we'll be entertained, exactly, because that's what people even come on social media to do in the first place. Don't care about you, just want to laugh, kiki at the whole thing and then move.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So how does that help anybody? If at all anything, maybe you're going through one crisis and then people then come and sympathize with you. After the sympathy, what do you gain from it? Oh, they sympathize with me.
Anyway, this point, this thing you just said now, it will bring me to another point that I do have. But before I get into that, I know I follow the Winlows. I don't know if you know them, but they're a Nigerian couple, married. And they sort of like act short films of, what could possibly happen in a relationship. And they also talk about their relationship. I was watching a video of them recently. They traveled to an African country. Okay. And they were talking about when they got married. Now, when they were dating, like, okay, so it wasn't even, in fact, how they even got married, it was just a weird thing. I don't want to go into that. But what they were saying is when they got married, they are like, he's someone that is so scattered. He can just sit down anywhere and eat his food. But she grew up in the home where you have to sit on the table, all of that, with all of that difference. And she's saying that if she did not try to understand her partner, like this is who he is, and just try to sort of manage that situation, it would have been a problem, But so with the idea of putting that out there, some persons who are going through that thing now, because of course there are people who will go through that. Some persons who are going through that at that stage, they now see that, okay, you know what? I'm actually not the only person that is going through this, So it's okay. They now sort of see that I can handle this, I can manage it. That's the power of social media. Because if people don't come to you and tell you that this is what they're going through, you will never know.
Okay, what I want to say is, do you know what the flaw is in many of this sharing that is going on? Is that they come and they don't talk about the serious things. Like now, oh God. If my spouse likes to eat on his bed, or I like to eat at the table, that's his business. That's my business.
Some people find it
it might be a big deal for them, but it's not, oh, this relationship might end kind of big deal, right? But the major issues, they wouldn't bring it. They're saying, oh, he likes to dress like this. And that is why the whole thing is useless. If you want to bring serious issues, the ones that actually shake people and then people can really relate to them, then yes, now you're talking. Because if you then bring up, like the people that you mentioned, if you then bring up situations, then it's not, you can't say, well, I wouldn't know what's going on with their relationship because they're acting it out. Or they're trying to put up a facade, oh, this is what people might be going through. You're not entirely sure what they're going through. Frankly, you might not even be able to do anything about what they're going through. Because by the time they come, express, oh, this is what we are doing in our relationship, this is what's going on with our relationship, they're not going to get anything from it. I've said this thing before. You're not going to get anything from it. And the people you're sharing to don't care. The people that you're supposed to share to and that can do something about it, you don't. And then they just assume, okay, you people are good in your relationship based on if you come on social media and you're doing all the lovey-dovey stuff. right? So I lost my train of thought for a second there. I'm so sorry. So people see different situations differently. How is doing you will be different from how it's doing me. We might, to some extent, be going through the same thing, but we have, yes, that's what I was trying to get at before. I was trying to remember understanding your partner.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to tell you that you need to understand your partner. You stay in the space with your in a particular space with your partner for some time. Nobody needs to tell you, oh, I need to understand how my partner thinks. In fact, that's what you need to find out before you know that, okay, you're really serious about this, especially if you're getting into a marriage. You can't tell me, okay, it's inside this marriage that I'm trying to figure out how my husband thinks or how my wife thinks. It doesn't make any sense. So sometimes some of these things can even be curbed. You don't need to come to social media or then start saying, okay, how do I sort this thing out?
Yeah.
There's a difference between, oh, you're coming to social media to ask for help. How do I, because I know some people do that. They come to social media, half the time they even say, oh, the ones that are really serious, they even say, oh, keep this anonymous. Right? I don't want people to know that it's me and all of that. Those are the people that really want solutions. Then people start coming to suggest, okay, maybe you can do this, maybe you can do that. The rest is showbiz. The rest is showbiz, and that in itself is, oh, why are you coming to display what is going on in your relationship? You don't need that. Frankly, we cannot help you, and you don't need that for yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I was trying to remember before, but since I have, moving on from that. So that is what you try to avoid in relationships. By the time you have cases where, okay, maybe if I put this thing online now, if I express my feelings one way on social media, yeah, people, I'll get some clout. People will come and start saying this, oh, they'll agree with me since they've been in those situations. And then what? You gain followers, and then how does it profit your partner? How does it profit your relationship? Zero.
So I know that somehow social media has just caused a lot of, things to go wrong. But the fact that we are aware that these things are happening in relationship, look, I'm all for that. I'm all for, you are aware that it's happening. You know that you know that you're going through this type of thing in your relationship. So believe it or not, social media has just given us a break. It has just helped us to know that we are sane. So even if you're going through that stuff, somebody else is going through it. And one thing I was going to say is your mental health.
You form a community with the people that are going through the same thing. Oh, you are going through this thing. Yes, we are too. What can we do about it? We don't know.
It sort of keeps people sane. The fact that I know that I'm not the only one that's going through this, because honestly, you can just be going through something, and in your mind you're like, what's happening to me? Am I the only one in this world? Why is it that I'm the only one suffering this? But with social media, right, there is 1,001 people just talking about it. And I was going to say something about mental health. It's good to invest so much in your mental health, because you can't possibly, because someone is showing up on social media, because they're going to Dubai. Before I say that, look, if you are interested in me, please, show me off. I'm going to go to a point where I'm going to really, really talk about this. Show me off. Right? So I'm not saying, show all the whole, you see people with social media now, you're seeing people traveling to Dubai, they are going on vacations, and then because your man is not capable at that stage, you now feel like you have to compare him. No, I'm not saying that. But mental health is important. Look, know the reason why you're committed to a relationship. Right? Even if the social media is there, I can't even believe that I'm sort of, playing into some of the things that you said. But you would also agree with me. You would also agree with me that, look, with social media, we sort of now know what it is like in a relationship. And knowing the fact that, I'm not the only one going through this. There are other people going through it, and it's okay. What can we do? We find a way to, make the relationship work.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of, well, you pretty much just said it now, that the fact that you see it online, like, oh, this man flies out his babe, or they go together on a vacation kind of thing. They're in Paris, the Bahamas, or wherever they are, they're enjoying themselves. And then you look at it, what's even Ogun State here, my baby? My baby has not carried me. Yeah, there's always that. And that's what brings me to the whole pedestal that this online couples might have put relationships now. It then seems like, oh, if you're not doing this, if you're not doing the whole bouquet of flowers or the whole birthday surprise thing with the money everywhere and all of that, then your love is not real.
But if you're not doing all of that, I don't understand. Appreciate me. It's true now. Come on. Appreciate me. I love flowers. I love money. So appreciate me.
What do you use the flowers for?
I'll keep it, especially when they're real flowers. Like, don't come and buy me.
Would you replant them?
I mean, just keeping it in my room and, you know, the smell, the freshness, all of that.
Yeah, they'll die.
But at least, look, that has happened. I've enjoyed my moments.
But then people will then see, because, see, not everybody will see things on social media and be like, oh, I don't need that. Oh, yeah, this makes sense. Not everybody can put themselves in that situation whereby they know, okay, this is unnecessary for me and this is necessary. So by the time they're exposed to a lot of situations whereby, oh, I don't have this in my life, and this goes beyond even just relationships, it's just basic human living, people's lifestyles, they see it and they're like, ah, so this is not the life that I'm living. This is not the kind of relationship I have with my spouse. We're not jumping and dancing and doing dance-offs and all those challenges on TikTok. We're not doing all of those. So that means we're not that close like that. You see that, oh, they are smiling and all of that, but you're with your boyfriend in your room and you are just watching Netflix. That is all. Really?
That's chilling too. That's chilling too.
So that's chilling, but it's not what you see there and, okay, people are then idolizing it to some extent. And then, well, me personally, I see some of these things. I'm like, I like to have this in my relationship, but this is not bad. But I then know at the back of my mind, honestly, I don't even need all of that. If you give me money. And
what did I just say? There has to be money. Let's move on.
That was a joke, though. That was a joke. But if you express your love to me in ways that you don't even need the money to showcase that. I mean, there are people that don't have all the money in the world, but somehow they're enjoying their love together. So, yeah. And I believe that what has been put up there by so many couples, some of which are even brands, you don't even know what they are really doing at the back.
Yes, power of social media, content creating.
The way some of them come up, you're wondering, where did this one start from? They just, it's not like they even come and they're just sitting together or all of that. They're there showing themselves off, and doing all these challenges and bringing up jokes out of nowhere. And you're wondering, okay, is this even real? Is this not real? And all of that. And then you see that and you're like, oh, I'm not this playful with my partner. Is something wrong? You start questioning what you have, even though something is not wrong with it. And that is what the whole posting of, oh, this is what's up can mess people's minds up.
But you know, I just remembered when you talked about not all couple will come out and then post whatever is going on in their relationship, like really talk about it in details. I know of. You see, YouTube is my friend. I literally just stay on YouTube and just learn a lot of things. Yeah, you know. So
yes.
So I mean, no, stop that. No. Okay. But I followed this couple, Reese and Kwan, and I followed them for a while, and I've had opportunity to watch them when they talk about how they were at this point in their lives, you know, talk about that. I mean, that's spreading a lot of love and light, right? So there are couple who actually talk about this. Look.
Do they talk about the fights too?
Yes, there are people who talk about the fights. Yes, they do.
Also dramatize it.
Oh, come on! You don't need to dramatize. You don't need to dramatize all of that.
Breaking tables and breaking flower pots and all of that and all the shouting.
But then you are aware that these things happen. Yeah, so you cannot be in a relationship and you won't have. Of course, you're going to have fights. Yeah. But with social media, look, we know. I'm so focused on the fact that social media has opened our awareness, right? It has helped us to know that there are certain things that will obviously happen. I'm going to go into another point, which I feel like it will connect to this one. Okay. With social media, posting your loved ones sort of gives them a sense of security. I don't know if you agree with me, because
I agree with you on that, but continue.
So I had this friend who we got talking, and she said that while she was dating her ex, the guy, she doesn't know the guy's
Never
friends.
posted her.
Never posted her. Didn't know anybody. Only knew the guy's siblings. And in my mind, I'm like,
Huge red flag.
excuse
though.
me?
You should have broken up
What?
with him. Huh?
You know that kind of thing. And I'm like, how long were you guys dating? You know, they dated for a long while till she left Nigeria. So, social media, look, the fact that, post me. And don't post me on your, you know how these people, they post people WhatsApp status. And then they not block some of the girls that you
block everybody, sure it's only you. And then you see it.
You get, so please don't post me on your WhatsApp status. Put me on your DP. Let it be that everybody see you.
Yes.
Because the moment you block someone on WhatsApp, you block the person. The person is not seeing your DP. The person is not seeing your status. All of that. So you cannot tell me you go and block if maybe 100 girls on your WhatsApp. You cannot tell me you go and block 100 girls.
But you know
so
what that does,
on your display
what that does?
picture.
It only shows that yes, this is the person I'm with. That is all, and that is pretty much just what is needed. Not the extra razzmatazz that goes on with it. You don't need all of those ones now. After you've put up a picture, hey, know that, oh yes, I have a woman, oh yeah, I have a man or something.
But then
like
it makes me secure to an extent. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only thing. Yeah, that gives me a level of confidence. Like, okay, I'm dating this person. I'm in a relationship with this person, and the fact that he shows me off, his friends know me, all of that. It gives me a sense of security.
I don't like that. I have to agree with you on this. I don't like it.
She agrees with me, guys. She does. I mean, it is what it is.
Honestly, if you don't post your partner in one way or the other, it raises an eyebrow. But sometimes you have to look into the fact of whether your partner posts people in general. So if your partner is someone that posts friends but will never post you, ? It even goes beyond the whole security stuff that you talked about. It makes me know that, oh yes, you're proud of me. Yeah, you like me like that. You want people to see, yeah, this is the babe I'm with. This is the guy I'm with. So yeah, it has a feel-good feeling with it beyond the security of it makes me feel like, yes, you want to be associated with me. It has a lot going on with it.
Because in my mind, I'm like, we're dating and nobody knows me. That's red flag.
Like, oh, you're hiding me or something. Are you ashamed of me? What are you talking about?
Please, post me.
Yeah.
Show me off. I have 2 legs. Everything is complete.
And it's not that you even post the person and then at the backyard, you do the whole nonchalantness and you're indifferent about a bunch of stuff. Let it reflect in your personal lives, as in how you relate personally beyond the whole posting and all. It's not like you then come out and then you're trying to make it seem like, oh yes, this my spouse or this my partner or somebody that you're with is your one and only, the person that gives you joy. But in the closet, you are not giving yourselves joy. So yeah.
And just while you were talking, I just remembered a conversation I had with a guy, and he's like that somehow all men they have this polygamous nature. So in my head, I'm like,
topic, oh my God.
if my guy is not posting me, that means there's something. It's not all the time like that, right?
Yeah,
it's not all the time like that, but with that action, it feels like
because sometimes you might have a partner who is not out there about posting their personal lives. Yeah. Because you wouldn't see them posting, oh, I'm at work now, oh, my boss skinny, or something like that. For me, if someone were to be with me, chances of me posting is very, very, very slim. Because all I post on my social media, memes, funny TikToks, people beating each other on the road in Lagos. For whatever is going to crack you up, that's what's on my status. I've designated my status for whoever is feeling bored, come to my status. You're going to get entertained to some extent. Well, that's when I have the time, though. So you wouldn't see me posting, oh, I went out with my friends. Well, once in a blue moon. When that happens, maybe I'm feeling myself. I'll put that out there. So if my partner then wants to come and complain, you don't post me, I'm like, have you looked at the things that I post? Do you fit into that category? Right. So it's not like I do not care about you or I do not appreciate you and all of that. Yeah, I definitely do, but this is not what my social media is for. So I wouldn't expect you to have a problem with it, in which case I cannot have a problem with it if you're not posting me. So there is that. Exactly. So if you don't do all the posting and all of that, I can't fight with you because I'm not doing it.
I mean, so if you have a partner.
Yeah, unless that person is someone that then posts partners, posts friends, posts family, posts everybody, even if it's not a birthday or a ceremony or anything. They're just posting, oh, this one looks cute today, post. if that's the kind of partner you have and the person doesn't post you,
Right.
then there's a question mark somewhere. Honestly.
So if you're in a relationship, right, you have a partner who obviously likes the public display, all of
Yeah.
that. Post me. Are you saying because you don't post sort of friends on your status, on your social media, you can't do that for your partner? I mean, your partner obviously wants that. That is not the bedrock of the relationship, but your partner wants that. Your partner treasures that.
Yeah, if that's a request, yeah, I can make that happen. It's not a do or die thing. If that's
Okay.
what you want, if that's what's going to make you happy, fine. I don't want something as mundane as that to cause fights.
Okay.
So yeah, because it's not set in stone. I must not post my partner. Of course, I want to keep people in the dark so that at least let the many toasters come like that, thinking I'm single. But yeah.
Okay, so the fact that you just mentioned that, what popped into my head is commitment. Look, if I'm in a committed relationship with you, I don't see the reason why you will not show me off. Yeah, because if I say, I mean, this is next level, I know that I'm dating this person, we are in a relationship together, you have to post me.
In this Lagos, in this day and age in Lagos.
You see Nigeria,
in this day and age in Lagos, you're most likely in a serious relationship with that guy and his three other girlfriends.
Oh my God, no.
His three other girlfriends that is in a serious relationship.
That's a trend. That's a trend. That's a trend. Like, why do those things happen?
So that serious relationship stuff in Lagos is very like this.
Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm dating you. Why do you have to, accept, I mean, I feel like if all of that happened, except the relationship is not defined.
Well, there's that. If it's not defined, then you can't have a problem with it. Honestly. If it's not defined, then you can't have a problem with it. You don't have the right to have a problem with it. You can't, if you're not in the space where you can complain about certain things, if you complain about it, it becomes, what are you complaining about? It's not like we're together.
Yeah.
You get? So there are some fights that are meant for couples. If you're not a couple, then don't have the fight. Don't stress yourself.
See, look, if you are dating me, I'm going to use myself. I'm an advocate for the
You said this thing like
association
20 times today.
Because I will keep saying it. I'm an advocate for the Association of PDA Lovers. Please post us.
If they don't
We
post
treasure
this,
it.
babe, she will have problem.
We will have an issue. But please post us. It's sort of like I'm going to say it again. It's sort of like a sense of, you know what, I'm committed to this person. I love this person. Just show me off.
Yeah, even
like,
if
let
it's not
people
your
know
thing,
me.
if you see that your partner has a thing for a year, then do it.
Right.
It's part of expressing love towards your partner. Okay, this is what's going to make my partner happy.
Right.
As long as it's not breaking your leg, do it. What's there?
Right.
There's nothing there.
So this is another point that I feel like social media helps to. It deepens the appreciation of your history. Like you're in a long, so you know how, for example, you know how Facebook reminds you of all of those memories that you had 6 years ago with your partner, and that's one thing I love Facebook for. They will just remind you of one post that you had long time. And you might be going through, relationships are not perfect. You might be going through a phase where you feel like you need something to just remind you of why you're committed to your partner. And there you go, social media. Facebook just reminds you. In that moment, it just reminds you of how you guys have been.
That's assuming your partner is still your partner.
Well,
because you definitely have problem. If is a partner that is no longer your partner, you did not even end things on a good note. Because it then becomes, oh my God, why is this popping up in my face? Now my day is ruined. That's the situation.
But
so
that
if you did not post it in the first place, because that's what I'm trying to get at. If you did not post it in the first place, will you have that problem?
Wait,
no.
Let's come back. Let's come back to the original meaning of why I made this point. Because
it's okay now.
I'm like, if I have to post you as my partner, we've gotten to a place of serious commitment, right? And yes, not all I live by this thing that not all relationship would lead to happily ever after, right? But I mean, if I have to end a relationship, it means that that relationship have basically taught me some of the things that I know now. Have given me the experience. And if I funny enough, this happens to me like recently, just really recently.
Okay.
I was having a conversation with a friend and we talked about my past relationship. Okay. And I said, you know what's funny? I still have a video of myself that the guy made of me is still on my social media, and it is archived. Yes, it's not. You cannot. If you go to my Instagram page, you will
But
not see
pressing
it.
my point for me. Yes,
No,
that is
but-
exactly. It is not out there because it's not something you want to be seeing regularly, and it's not something you want people to just be seeing regularly.
And so
Yes,
that's
the
why
memory I try to avoid.
But that's why I said something about being committed. If it's a committed relationship, right? It's okay. Post me, because when I need to be seen, when I see that there are things that you're doing that I obviously did not sign up for, Facebook social media can just remind me of why I love this person and why I decided to be in a relationship with this person.
And then what? The thing scattered.
So,
Yes,
like I said,
perfect.
not all relationships will end up happy ever after.
Moving with
There
that
are
kind of
things that
mentality
you would.
is a very dangerous one. Though. Well, it's true, but yeah, if you then enter a relationship with that kind of mentality, is it somehow kind of thing? I don't know. It's somehow for
Come
me.
on, you never know when love just come knocking at your door.
And then-
You cannot. You
and then
see,
you enter the matter, and then when it scatters, what then happens?
if it scatters, it scatters.
Okay,
I mean,
so
what makes a relationship
this is
end?
Although this is kind of like a joke, though, but this is why you should not post. So avoid see finish. Yes. Because
Please
after
post
you
me.
said, oh, I love this man, oh, I love this woman, she's the one and only in my life, and nobody can touch them, and kinikon, I will go to the ends of the earth for this person, I will do whatever for this person, and you know what? It still scatters. It ends in shambles. So how do you now do it? How do you remedy that? Because you've already posted, everybody has seen it. Nobody has seen everybody has seen, okay, yeah, this is what's going on. In fact, if you've already used it to pepper some people, see, they are not your spouse is not doing this for you, your boyfriend is not doing this for you. So yeah, this is what's up. But when this scatters, people now start looking at you like,
If the
okay.
relationship ends, you can decide to delete the post. But if we're in a relationship,
And people will see
post.
that, I'm like, it finally ended. We thought you were going to be together
Look,
forever.
everything something must come to an end. It's not a big deal. Something must come to an end. I mean,
But while you're making fun of you, you're not going to be saying, oh, everything must come
if
to
I'm
an
in
end.
if I'm in my right senses, I know that I don't really care about what people are going to say. The thing is, in that moment, the relationship was sweet. He posted me. We enjoyed each other, and that was it.
And it became bitter.
So what happens to a relationship that, they end up happy ever after? This is one important thing.
Yeah,
so
those ones.
Yeah, that might be a side, like a disadvantage for posting. But what of relationship that go beyond? They end up getting married. They end up having kids together. Like, I'm not saying all relationships will end in marriage. There are people who just want to be with this partner and they don't want to get married. They just want to be like that together.
Yeah,
but then,
people always.
there's happy ever after. So what happens with that kind of relationship? I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot of love.
those are the rare occasions. Those are actually, I don't want to say this because I don't believe it's absolute, but I think that the ones that get up to that level are the ones that are not those are the people that do not make so much noise about it. They do their things in silence, they build in silence, they bond in silence, they have their fights in silence. If at all they need a third party in it, maybe family or therapist or somebody, and then they move through it. Of course, this is not a fact, but that is what I think. The ones that get there strong and they're after 10 years, 20 years, they're all of that. You see that is occasionally they post, okay, this is us, finish. After like how many months they post, they go out, they're smiling and that is it. Not the ones that are doing all the birthday shout outs, all the, oh, she just got a promotion, he just got a promotion thing, we must celebrate it and the world must know kind of stuff. Not that there's a problem with those ones, but I just find that the ones that are quiet about what's going on in their relationships, they don't have, I don't know, maybe it's witches and wizards.
No, you didn't have to go that way.
I know, but maybe it's people from a village that, oh, they see it, this is what's going on, to go and scatter it for you. But I just find that it's the ones that are quiet about what they are doing, they build in silence. So when you get there and then you see them happy with their 3, 4, 20 kids or whatever, they're happy. They've gone through it all. They're not showing you anything. They've gone through it, but they come out strong.
Yeah.
But the ones that you see, I don't know if I can use this example, but very recently, maybe not so recent, she just released a song. She had a fallout with her husband, and guess what? Before then, maybe she was a dancer. Yeah, she was a dancer. She is a dancer still. But before they had their fallout, they were like a couple kind of thing. one black, one white, they look really cute. They have their cute baby, they are dancing, they are doing stuff together, they
Right.
look all happy and all of that. But one day you just see that, oh, fight has started. What happened? Were they
Right.
not in love?
Right.
Were they not enjoying themselves?
Right.
They look like they had money, so money did not seem to be their problem. So what really happened? So everything they were displaying, it then looked like, oh, maybe they were even lying that whole time. Maybe that's not what was going on. So that is why you cannot then look at all these things on social media and you be like, yeah, things are going on well and all of that. Over half of what is going on there is not real, because social media is a facade. People come there and lie on a daily basis. Me personally.
But I mentioned mental health. Like, see, you cannot, the fact that a lot of things go on social media, you can't just pick everything out of social
That's the
media
thing,
and
you don't
put
know what's
in your.
real and what is not. You see, there you go. You don't know what's real.
She
you
had
don't know
me
what is
speechless
not.
for a bit. She had me speechless a bit.
So yeah, that's where the major issue is. You don't know what's real. You don't know what's unreal. You don't know what you can really use to imbibe into your relationship, or the factors you can bring into it. And you don't know if what you even bring into it does not work with your partner. That's why understanding your partner and understanding the kind of relationship you're in with your partner is what's really important. What's going on social media does not have anything to do with you. Putting your stuff out on social media has really zero things to do with you, because you don't really get anything in return besides the attention and the people that see you.
Okay, guys. So we're all said and done.
Okay.
I feel like social media is not the problem. People actually ruin relationship. Social media doesn't. It doesn't damage relationship. That's what I feel.
If you don't put out derogatory or questionable content about relationships, and honestly, social media in itself, those are just apps. What makes those things lively, have life, is humans.
That's why I said it's the people.
People. So without the people, social media is not social media, because it's about the people. Social media,
it's
being
still the
social
people.
with people.
It's still the people. I mean, people that are posting, you're posting things that you're not supposed to post. All of that is still the people, not social media, not Facebook, not Instagram, not TikTok, right?
Yeah, you cannot go and meet Zuckerberg and tell them, oh, your platform is what is causing relationships to scatter. No, it's the people that put out whatever information they want to put out. They're soaking up whatever is already out there and whatever seems to be real and all of that.
We
So,
agree.
yeah,
We
there you
agree.
go.
So it's the people. Anyway. Well, we have come to the end of today's episode. I enjoyed it with a beautiful Tandy. I enjoyed the episode with a beautiful Tandy. And of course, tell me what you think about social media effect on relationship. Have you had experience? Share it with us. Put it in the comment section what you think. I mean, are you for post me, show me off, or are you like, let's keep our life private, all of that? I want to see it in the comment section. And of course, do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as TikTok. And of course, a link will be in the description box for you to do that.
Yeah.
And on Bedroom Diaries, we give you an opportunity to share your beautiful love stories from across the globe. Do well to send us an email. Of course, it will be in the description box or just somewhere around the screen. Do well to send us those beautiful pieces. And from me, thank you for watching. And of course, from her,
follow, like, subscribe, do all the share and share. That's
sure.
all important. Share.
Exactly. Until
Yeah.
see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.